How's it going, everyone? My name is SwingPoynt, and there's something that has been on my mind ever since we played this game on the channel called Presentable Liberty. And to give you a very short summary, it's a very symbolic game, and the symbolism I feel behind it is how the pressures of money force people into a certain type of lifestyle, a lifestyle that, for most people, is just kind of something that they're not really that excited about, a lifestyle that is just kind of pointless. And the reason why I feel like I really need to say something about it is because I feel like a lot of people on YouTube are in that age group where this is something that they're thinking about all the time. A lot of teenagers that are going through high school right now or about to start going through high school, people that are just about to enter college, people that just got out of college. And I feel like a very common theme amongst a lot of people in that age group is that they don't know what the hell they actually want to do with their life, because how the hell are you gonna know? You haven't had the chance to get any work experience. I just got out of college, and hell, I don't know what the hell I want to do, at least not in a professional work world. One thing I know I really like doing is YouTubing. And it's because of that pressure that people do this thing to themselves, and it's the worst thing that anybody can ever do to themselves, and so many people, kind of feel like they have to, and it's that they get into a field that they don't really care about. They don't feel inspired to do it. They do it because someone told them it makes money. And like I said with the game, the whole point of the game is how money puts pressure on you. And if you don't have money, your life's gonna suck. That's the pressure that people feel. So what does that pressure do to people? It pigeonholes them into degrees that they don't care about. So like, now let's say you're this person and you really like art, you really like music. Hell, you could like philosophy, and you don't specialize in any of these fields. You don't get a degree, or a dance, that's another one. You don't get a degree in these things because what have people been telling you? They tell you that that's worthless, that's not gonna get you anywhere. You're gonna be in tens of thousands of dollars of debt by the time you get out of college with a degree that doesn't mean shit in anything, because you're not going to be able to make money, and then you're going to be even more stressed out because you got to make money to pay off the thing that was supposed to make you money but isn't making you any money. So it was all just a giant waste of time, and now you're sitting here crying yourself to sleep because you got to pay bills in order to survive in this world, otherwise you're going to be homeless. And I could keep going on and on and on like that, and just kind of, I'm hoping what it's feeling like is just like this pressure that makes you feel uncomfortable, because that is what it does to somebody. The pressure of money really drives a person to do things that they don't want to do. It makes them live a life, a lot of times, that they don't feel like is worth living. They get forced into, let's say, an office job, where you go to a cubicle every day, you sit there, you put in your 8 hours. Another theme in the game is it goes tick-tock, 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 and the game is over 5 days, so probably a 5-day work week is what it's trying to symbolize. You're stuck in a prison cell, and you're just kind of sitting there wasting time, not knowing what the point of anything is, and you have all these different parts of your personality pretty much like begging you to give them attention. So like, part of it is your childhood and the adventurous part of your life and the things that inspire you, the things you really love doing. Another part of it is your personal life, your love life, and the final part is kind of you in this weird struggling with yourself as you become an adult part of your life. And each one of those parts of your life eventually get killed by the pressure of money. Money kills everything in this game. Like, it destroys your love life, it destroys your childhood or your dreams, your aspirations, and it kind of just destroys your adult life, the thing that you think that you're supposed to be working for. It's really kind of depressing, but it's horribly accurate in a lot of people's lives. So, you're probably wondering, what's the point of the video so far? You've been talking for a couple minutes, I don't understand why you're talking, SwingPoynt. And I guess one thing that I want to iterate, because heck, my sister, she's 15 years old, and she was just asking me, well, I'm going to be taking classes next semester. What classes should I take, Swing? Or she didn't call me Swing. What classes should I take, Mike? And that's a horrible question to answer, because you could tell that she was looking for the right choices, and the right choices aren't necessarily ones that are gonna make you money in the future, or ones that are gonna set you up to get a good job in the future. The right choices, I feel, are ones that make you happy, ones that inspire you. Because if you are able to be inspired by something, if you have the motivation to do something, whether or not you're making money from it, you will be successful because you'll start to make money out of it. You'll obsess over it to the point in where you figure out a way to make money out of it. But people don't get that because it's hard to figure out. At least a lot of people in that age group that I told you about earlier, the teenagers and the people who are, still going through college. And honestly, I don't think I would have ever figured it out either, that you need to do something really because you want to do it, and that what you want isn't necessarily a job that pays a lot of money, because there's a lot of those out there. But if you're not doing it for the right reasons, you're going to be really sad and you're going to get depressed. And I swear that's how a lot of people get depressed, is because they don't really know the point of what they're doing. I mean, that's another theme that goes on in the game as well, is that the threat of depression and suicide, and it's because these people are living, but they don't even know why they're living. They're just kind of existing. There's no point behind what they're doing. And thank God that YouTube stumbled into my life, because YouTube kind of makes me feel like I have a point in doing something. Like, it's something that I'm really super passionate about. You guys are what make me super passionate about doing this YouTube thing. So thank goodness that this happened. And I guess you could be sitting here, this kid, or you could be sitting here at any age not knowing what the hell you want to do with your life. And finding your passion isn't something that you do when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 50, when you're 10. It's something you do randomly. It comes to you. So how do you do that, though? That's a big question that a lot of people need answered, and that's different for everybody, how you go about finding that passion, or how you spur it to stumble onto you. And I guess the overall theme of what keeps going through my brain is that you just gotta try stuff. You just gotta do stuff. You just gotta give things a shot and just say, for lack of a better term, fuck it, I'm gonna try it anyway. When I started doing that, life got so much better. When I stopped caring about what the consequences were gonna be and just started doing things that I want to do, God, life got so much nicer. And what you really need in order to do that is just have a belief in yourself that I'm intelligent enough that I'm gonna figure it out even if things don't go well. You can't be afraid to fail. If you are afraid to fail, you're gonna fail. If you're afraid to try new things because of the consequences, your life's gonna suck. You need to be able to hit a wide array of areas, take a shotgun, go poof. Oh, I'm gonna try this today, and give it a shot. And there's gonna be a lot of things in your life where you're like, oh God, that sucked. But that's valuable. Finding out something that you think sucks is valuable, because you know what? If you find out it sucks before you get super committed to it, that is a lifesaver, because you don't want to be stuck in something for the rest of your life where you're like, oh God, I hate everything about this. You want to be able to try something, get a good feel for it, and then if it really sticks with you, if it really resonates with you, that's when you'll start to understand what your passion is. That's when you'll start to acquire skills that allow you to become an expert in your area. You'll be able to acquire skills that make it so that you can make money, so you can deal with that pressure of making money. But you just gotta try stuff first. If you don't try stuff, if you don't just give things a shot, even if you don't know what the outcome's gonna be, you're probably screwed. You'll be screwed just like that guy in Presentable Liberty who's living his life, doesn't really know why. He's just kind of doing stuff because that's what he's supposed to do, because that's what society taught him to do. We taught him to go to school, get a job, make money, and that's it. Focus all on the money, and then really effectively what that does is it kills all the other parts of your life. Instead of giving the attention that those other parts of your life deserve, it just kind of chokes them to death. This is just my perspective. This is just my opinion. Every person's different, but my guess is that if I have all these feelings built up inside of me, that maybe this will be important for someone else to hear too. So I figured I'd share it. So please, for the love of God, when you're still young and when you still have the opportunity to, take classes or join clubs or go hang out with your friends or go to a convention or do something, don't be afraid of it being nerdy, or don't be afraid of it being stupid, and don't be afraid of it being this or that or blah-de-blah-de-blah. You need to figure out who you are, and the only way you do that is by trying things, giving things a shot, not being afraid of the outcome, because as long as you have the mentality and where you can take something out of every situation you're in, like I said, it could be something you ended up hating, you now know you hate it, and you're not going to get yourself stuck in it in the future. It could end up being something you love, and oh my god, you just found the most important thing in your life. You found what your passion is, and trust me, there is nothing more powerful in this world than the motivation to do something, and the belief that you have it in you to figure it out. So anywho, that's what I got. I guess it was just a mixture of feelings with, because I'm kind of polarized too. Like, I work at this job where that's kind of what I worked for my whole life, is going into this job where I'm going to make a lot of money and I'm going to be super comfortable that way. And then about two, maybe 3 years ago, YouTube stumbled into my life and I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. I love this so much. And they're kind of competing for resources right now, and that resource is time. And while YouTube is not quite to the point where I can live off of it every day, it's getting bigger every day, and that dream that I would be able to YouTube and do this stuff all day is becoming more and more of a reality every single day. And it's because of you. And it's because of me taking a chance and just saying, I'm gonna go ahead and try out this video editing thing. And I got lucky and I love it. So I hope that if you're that person, if you're that kid who doesn't know what the hell they want to do with their life right now, that what I just splattered all over the webcam might help you, because it's scary not knowing what to do with the rest of your life, especially when you're so young, and especially when you don't have something that you're passionate about. But anywho, that's what I got. I hope it helps. I can't believe that this game inspired me as much as it did. I thought it was the weirdest, stupidest game ever when I was playing it, and then I sat and thought about it. And it really had a really deep meaning inside of it. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing it, but I feel like it's one of those things where I just had to give it a shot. I didn't know what I was getting myself into with the game, and it really ended up paying off, because it really helped me think about things in a really good way. So, like I said, that's all I got for now. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video that we do around here.